Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In case you haven't noticed, I've been on a little video break over the last couple of months. But I am kind of ready to get back into my daily sketches and my sketchbook tours. And anytime I get back into making videos, I always start out with a sketchbook tour. So let's just get right into the sketches. As before, I'm drawing with Bic pens and markers. I've got a ton of different markers now, so I'll be doing videos on what I think of all these new markers that I have. I have Ohuhu, Copics, Masters Craft, which is what I've been using before, just to give you a rundown. And then actually, yeah, some of these weird Milo ones, which I think are the same as Masters Craft. But these were the sketches that I was doing before. And actually I plan on doing a video where I do all my sketchbooks from 2020 and I kind of pick out some of the drawings that I like the best. So, but having said that, let's get into these new sketches. So anytime I take a break from drawing, it's kind of hard to get back into it. I'm sure you guys can feel me. The thing I like to do is just doodle. Doodling gets me back in the repetition of drawing, and that helps me just kind of get a routine going again, because anytime I take a break, I need to reestablish that routine. And you know, this last year has been a routine killer for a lot of people, including myself, with other aspects, not just drawing. But this page, you got some interesting characters. These are all just sketches where I'll take either my pink, which I have a few different types of Bic pens, but this is my favorite one. It's the lightest touch. So I can go really, really light with this one, and that's a round stick grip. And then I use blue occasionally as well, which is what this guy is drawn with. And you can see, I just kind of like with a pencil, but you can get super just sketchy with it. By the way, Elena is sitting with me in this video. She's got some drawings that she's been working on as well, so we'll show those at the end.
My favorite.
You like her?
Yeah.
She kind of looks like a punky cyborg, like action girl or something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is just a doodle page. Some more doodles, sketches, this is to get me, like I said, back in the mood of drawing. These are all done in red Bic pen, which I like to use as well. This is the Crystal, I think it's what it's called, yeah. So these are a little bit heavier, I feel like. The ink flows a little bit, and they're a little bit darker. Well, not darker, just flows a little bit more out of the pen on these ones. So more doodles. Kind of an idea for a Star Wars guy, like a lightsaber guy, maybe.
And he's evil.
Yeah, he's starting to turn bad. Maybe that's, but you know, just sketching. So
Let's go.
we've been watching lots of anime, huh, Elena? So Demon Slayer on Netflix. This is Nezuko from that show. And we both really liked it. You like Demon Slayer, huh?
Yeah, she's my favorite.
So she was kind of a cool character. She's a demon girl, if you haven't seen it. So I just decided to sketch her one day, working on some cross-hatching and just different textures. That's one reason I like the Bic pens, is you can kind of get a lot of different effects with it. It kind of is a unique thing where it's not pen and ink, because you can treat it like a pencil, I really think. But then you can also get some of those ink textures that, you know, just make the drawing interesting. So Barbarian guy, just randomly more doodles. Did this one all in the blue Bic pen. You can kind of see, like in the sketchbook, I like to mix up the colors of the Bic pens just because it makes the sketchbook kind of cool. Oh, thank you, Assistant Elena. I always forget to bring this up. The highlights, the thing that makes the drawing pop the most. Jelly roller pen. So these highlights, everything, all the highlights you see is just a simple jelly roller pen, not super expensive. And I want to show you guys this. So these are the Ohuhu markers that I've been using in this sketchbook. That's what the case looks like. These are way cheaper than other markers, and they're on Amazon. I'll put a link in this video. So I'm going to start doing that because I know you guys ask a lot about the stuff I'm using and where to get them, just Amazon, real cheap. Elena has this same set she got for Christmas.
And it's way bigger.
Oh yeah, you've got more, huh? You like them?
Yeah.
They're super awesome. We'll show you her sketch at the end. But to add shadows, I use this Ohuhu Sky Blue. I have a few different ones. Actually, it's not this one. It's this one.
Oh.
The violets and lavenders do great for adding shadows. And I actually bought an individual pack of these Everblend art markers by Arteza. They're real cheap. The only thing I don't like is the tip. They don't have a brush tip, so, you know, and then they've got a hard edge tip, which I like the brush tips way better. And that's these bigger, thicker brush tips. You know, I wouldn't buy these again because they don't have the brush tip. But the color is nice and they're really cheap. So for adding shadows to a drawing, they're great. A little wizard guy. So my wife laughed at me for this because, like, I'll just draw anything and everything. And, like, I just drew basically a smiley face and scribbles. Like, sometimes I'm just scribbling. It's not even sketching, it's scribbling. But I love it because Emery saw this drawing and she's like, oh, look, it's me. And I love that she sees herself as a smiley face.
Yes.
So, wizard guy, kind of interesting. One thing I'll say about the Ohuhus is, like with this drawing, I feel like the Copics are a bit lighter. Obviously, this is a much more elaborate drawing than the drawings you just saw. But this pink, though, is actually Master's Touch. And this, I would go out of my way just to get that pink printed on a printer. I haven't really come across any colors with the Ohuhu yet that I'm absolutely in love with, like I was with the Master's Touch. This is kind of like a wizard girl.
Witch.
Or a witch, yeah, a witch. And more little weird scribble guys. So, yeah. Not
funny smile.
Not my favorite one. The pose is okay, but it's just, I don't know why I didn't nail this. Yeah, she's kind of got clown hair. It's kind of weird. I like this guy. I like his face. Didn't really finish it. Just
his name is George.
George. You call this guy George? Yeah. But I do like this yellow with the pink kind of pops.
Smiles.
A couple of action fighty guys. This is kind of like a weird clown. This reminds me of, and I didn't really necessarily take inspiration from Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah.
But doesn't that kind of remind you of that whole theme?
Yeah, his hair.
Yeah.
It just needs to be a little shorter and pink.
Yeah. So they're kind of just jumping through the air, fighting. But, you know, this yellow is actually a nice yellow. Yeah. And the blues. I really like the Ohuhus for, like, how cheap they are. They're so much cheaper than other markers. Less than $1 a marker. And, like, the Master's Touch and the Copics are, like, $7 a marker. I will say, though, that you can refill some of those other markers, so, you know, there's definitely benefits.
He looks like a troll.
Yeah, like a little magic guy. Here's a weird robot doodle page. Didn't really spend a whole lot of time on this one. Just doodling. You like that guy?
Yeah.
It's kind of a weird pose for a robot, huh? Mm-hmm. This is kind of like an wizard lady. I don't know. She's interesting. I didn't really like this one a whole lot.
Didn't you get the headpiece from like World of Warcraft or something?
No.
Like you said you liked.
Yeah, that one aesthetic. Yeah, that one was kind of cool. But I don't know if I mean, just the shape of it, I guess. I like big hats sometimes on these type of characters. Yeah, here's a little green ape/alien monster guy. I'm not really sure. Very cartoony with the characters in this one. This, actually, I'll tell you guys, a lot of times I'll jump between drawings. I'll do a lot of just ink drawings. So they're all just pink drawings on the page. And I'll kind of flip through the book and randomly color them. One interesting thing about this drawing is, see this light spot on his head? That weird kind of transition in color right here? Almost looks like his head is being lit by a different light source. That's totally accidental, but seeing that, I'd like to, when I see stuff like that, I'm like, how do I reproduce that? Because I really like that. I know it's probably the tan and the shadow color mixing together, but it creates this real cool, like bouncing light effect on that side of his head. It really makes his head seem modeled. But this is a kind of a fun little drawing. Yeah. You like it?
He's so derpy.
Yeah, derpy. So this is kind of like very vibrant colors. So okay, quick sketch, just decided to color it. One thing I like to do with markers is they layer so well. Instead of always defining shapes on like objects or robots or creatures or anything, any drawing I should say, it's fun just to take the marker and like do, it looks kind of like paint on his armor. See that? But there's no outline. So it looks like, you know, you can change colors and stuff without having to define it with the ink. I think it adds another depth, a little bit of depth to the drawing. So the guy's, I don't know, is he killing the robot?
Maybe.
Is he gonna shove his like lightsaber sword through its head?
Maybe.
Maybe, or is he riding it like they're friends?
It looks like he's about to kill him.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking when I drew it. So, but I kind of like that one. So this is a merpup.
Yeah, Emery asked Daddy to draw that.
Yep. So it's like a mermaid seal girl,
Yeah.
right? So the girls, you know, anytime they want me to draw something, I try to oblige. And she said it has kind of like floppy dog ears, but it's a mermaid, but, you know, a little dog nose, kind of a little bit twist on the mermaid idea. I do like the, like, again, without defining certain shapes with the markers, that's a really cool thing you guys should experiment with, because it definitely adds something to drawing. You see what I'm talking about, Bug?
Yeah.
How there's no ink outlines on some of this stuff. So that one's kind of cool.
Her eyes are so big.
There's some weird sketchy stuff, drawings. So this guy's kind of like, I don't know, I hated this arm right here. It's so stiff and lifeless. There's things like that where you're drawing anatomy, and when I draw something so stiff and just, it doesn't have any fluidity to it, or just, I don't know, organic. It's just very stiff. I don't like that. But, you know, those are the type of things where you're sketching and you're like, ugh, I need to work on that. Some of the things I do like, I like this face right here. I like this guy's head. That would be definitely a cool monster that I could explore in the future, like those big teeth. Yeah, what's
This
up?
guy looks like that one guy from the World of Warcraft movie.
Oh, yeah. We
Yeah,
watched
the
that for the
wizard
first
guy.
time. What was the wizard guy?
Like the one guy with the long hair, and he was a wizardish thing.
Oh,
When he got all a fella.
powerful.
Yeah.
Ooh, you like this girl, huh?
Yeah.
So she's inspired by, what's that other anime we watched?
It starts with an M.
Oh, Magi.
Yeah, Maggie.
So, but I mean, it's just like a tough, like younger girl that's super strong. So it's not, doesn't look like her at all. But what, isn't her name like Morgana or
Morgiana.
Morgiana? Yeah, that's right. But I like the angle. You're down on the ground. Maybe she just punched you and knocked you out and stuff. But this is kind of a cool little sketch. Like the way that one turned out. And then last little sketch, some red ink, Bic pen, different faces, different characters, just sketching around. And yeah, so that's my sketches. Let's show them your sketch. Again, this is with the Ohuhu markers. This is a mermaid kind of laying halfway underwater.
Yeah.
So that's why her skin is like changed, like the color. I love the idea of this, Elena. Super awesome. Especially like, see how you did exactly what I was talking about earlier, where you didn't define with darker lines the parts that go underwater. You change the outlines to like this blue. That is super cool and a really smart idea. And I just love the effect that gives. So, anyway, that's all of them. That's all the sketches for this first sketchbook video. It's good to be back, guys. I've got a few different ideas going forward. Obviously, I'm back to doing the sketchbook, so you can count on sketchbook videos either every week or every other week. But I really would like to do a weekly live drawing video, like on Monday nights or Wednesday nights. Elena and I really need to start practicing together, and I need to get us on a routine to where we can work on drawing together. And I think that would be a perfect thing to do and add to the channel so you guys can kind of work with us. And I thought about even doing it as kind of like maybe a 30-minute video, live video, where we practice either anatomy, drawing characters, drawing perspective. It's something where we're just drawing together, working on things together, and I think that would be a lot of fun. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, that's the video, guys. Hope you like it. And like I said, it's good to be back, and I will catch you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.